this is what your new HookForms account will look like. From here, you can either use the left panel or click the green button to create your first form. It'll look like this every time, whether you're using personal forms or an organization. In here, just give the form a name and optionally put in an email address that all form submissions will be sent to after they pass spam validation. Next, set what happens after the user submits. Here, you can either redirect the user to another web address, maybe a thank you page or another website entirely. Otherwise, just hide the form and display a message and keep the user on the page that they are currently on. The only other setting is human-friendly questions, and we recommend that you just keep that on by default. This helps prevent spam, and everybody wins if you leave it on. Optionally, you are allowed to turn that off. Just hit save, and you've created your first hook form. Now we have our HTML form tag completely customizable. You can put in any fields you like. We start with some examples. You can take the entire code and start with a new form and put in anything you want with any classes and CSS or anything like that. In our case, we already have a template we're going to use to simulate having an existing website or form, or having just completed your form HTML and needing to hook up your form. So here I have a template I downloaded. This is just a basic website template that you would get anywhere. So if I switch to the code for this template I just showed you, there is a form that comes with it, the form that you just saw on the contact page. Usually the method of the form will already be post. We want to make sure that stays the case, and action should be empty. So we'll just take the hook form ID and copy that into the current code onto our existing form tag. Notice you can still keep your form name attribute, the ID, anything like that. And then we will copy and paste the script tag generated by HookForms. And with those two additions, we are actually finished. This form is now going to start accepting submissions and checking for spam, everything that HookForms does, just by adding those two little bits of code. With our code saved, we'll switch back to the contact page in our browser and actually test the form. Here I'll fill out a name and email address, everything I would do as a user. You can tell HookForms is working because down at the bottom, it's inserted a human-friendly question as an extra precaution to help block spam. With everything filled out, we will just answer the question and try submitting our form. And HookForms has submitted it with the text and the behavior that we selected. Email us or follow us on Twitter for more detailed comments and questions.